This next thing is going to be a shock for a lot of people. The second thing that I liked was... Hello everyone, my name is Gianni and you're watching Meep Reads. Welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be reviewing The Hunger Games: Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Now this one actually surprised me, so I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins has 391 pages, and it's a dystopian book, but it's also sort of an action book. Ever since Katniss Everdeen won the Hunger Games, she's been peacefully living in her, I think, huge home, and occasionally Peeta and Haymitch visit. She's also using her winning money to help out her mother and her little sister Prim. However, President Snow is angry at Katniss. How should I depict him? Here, I'll use the snowman. Get it? President Snow? Alright, I'll stop. Anyway, since her poisonous berry stunt has caused the districts to uprise, President Snow wants Katniss to pretend that this stunt was just because of her love of Peeta. Are they in love? I have no idea. Still though, districts are still rebelling, but not too much. Katniss knows she's in danger, but nothing like the Hunger Games. Just kidding. When the games were devised, something called a quarter quell was established. The quarter quell takes place on every 25th Hunger Games. The quarter quell gives the game some sort of twist, like twice the amount of competitors. This year, previous winners of the games will be drawn to play again, with one male and one female winner from each district. Since District 12 only has 3 alive winners, with Katniss being the only female winner alive, she is forced to play in another Hunger Games. One thing that I liked was the whole uprising concept, that all the districts were rebelling against the capital, and I like this for 2 reasons. The first reason is because it reminded me of other book and movie series that I like, such as Harry Potter and Star Wars. The other reason was because it added more to just the Hunger Games, because in my eyes, the Hunger Games is just children mindlessly killing other children for fame and riches, and of course they're still alive. But I just think that it added more, of course, because Katniss is in the Hunger Games, and it's sort of obvious that, like, President Snow devised this so that Katniss would hopefully die, because she's essentially the spark that's going to ignite the fire. One thing that I didn't like was that Mrs. Everdeen and Primrose Everdeen were hardly mentioned, until 150 pages in, where they were sort of there to support Katniss, like, it's okay. This was before the quarter quell, by the way. Just like, even though the government wants to kill you, it's okay, because they don't really have too much of a reason. Then 30 pages later, that's around the time, if I remember correctly, when the quarter quell was established, and then basically they just disappear. It's like, oh no, Katniss runs away, what are we gonna do? Oh, never mind, we don't matter anymore, now we can just hope that she survives or something. It just seemed really unnatural, because even though that she is, in this big, I think, this huge home or whatever, this mansion, and she's always being visited by Peeta and Haymitch, how come that Primrose and Mrs. Everdeen wouldn't visit her as well? Another thing that I didn't like at the time was the first plot twist, so the quarter quell. The reason I didn't like this was because I didn't want another Hunger Games to happen in this series. Essentially, in the first one, well, of course, if you haven't seen my review, you can check it out up here, but of course it's just about a bunch of kids killing each other or whatever, and I didn't want that to happen again. I just sort of wanted this whole rebellion thing to happen with Katniss leading it, but then I realized later on that, oh wait, this is because President Snow wants Katniss to die, so that hopefully that would be the end to the rebellion, even though in my eyes I don't think that that would have happened, but essentially that was his attempt. And then I realized, okay, I still don't really want another Hunger Games because I like this rebellion thing, but, it kind of works because President Snow wants Katniss dead. However, I really like the second plot twist. The second plot twist is when Katniss learns that District 13 may still be in existence. So, for any of you who don't know or don't remember, in the first Hunger Games book, we learned that District 13 was trying to rebel against the Capitol, so they destroyed it, and then basically they established the Hunger Games saying, oh yeah, this is what's going to happen to you other 12 districts if you keep rebelling or something. I don't really remember. Again, I didn't really like the book anyway. But yeah, I just think that it was really cool that Suzanne Collins wrote this in, and that the whole time, like, she doesn't really know if it's true or not, because it's like these secret rebels telling her, and it's just really interesting to read about later. this next thing is going to be a shock for a lot of people. The second thing that I liked was the 75th annual Hunger Games that takes place in this book. That's right, I said it. And however, I don't think that it was like I really liked just the whole children or grown or adults stabbing each other. Obviously, I still don't like that. I just like about how different it was from the previous Hunger Games in the first Hunger Games book, because there was this sort of like clock thing where in different areas of the arena different disasters happened. I think that it was just really cool, and of course it would be different from the previous Hunger Games because all of them are unpredictable or whatever, but I just think that I really liked it, and I liked it a lot better than the previous Hunger Games. Also, I like the ending of this Hunger Games, but that would bring upon spoilers, so just go read the book for yourself. I'm not going to say anything more. So is this book verified, neutral, or spoiled? I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm going to say that it is neutral, and even though that I did like the whole rebellious thing, I just think that, of course, the stabbing people part just took away from it. Also, I wanted to say something about dystopian books. So, a year ago when I reviewed The Giver, I just thought that it was all about just like, society is horrible, we kill babies and innocent people like that. However, it's different than that. Not all dystopian books are like that. Most of them are written to say that just this sort of death is wrong, and I didn't realize this. Actually, my friend helped me realize this. But the thing is, if all of them are written this way, then why? So I've deemed this genre, this dystopian genre, that of course, like, it is a pretty good meaning, but I don't see why there is a need for it. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video, and also subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy my content. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time.